Hello, hello, hello. We're back. And I figured out the problem. The problem was basically when I unplugged my mic, plugged it back in because it was going like turning on and off. I plugged it into a different port and restarted the stream, and for some reason, basically the computer decided that my microphone was now the headset or audio output. So it was trying to put all audio out through my microphone, which has no speakers. My apologies. Like took me a few minutes to figure out what was going on because I turned off my headset and then I was like, why is the game giving me no audio at all? So I turned on other games, I turned on a YouTube video, and then I realized. Alright, let's get back to drilling, shall we? That's what we're here to do. We're here to get gold. Show. Show some beams here. Yeah, it looks like I'm not sure what we're doing here, but it looks like it's a full turn. Alright, so shall we see what this side does then? Gold bar, 3 gold bars, 200 nuggets, 1,000 gold dust. Shit. He looks friendly. I think he's just taking a nap. Okay. See if we can get this done before our boost runs out. All right. Oh, there's 2 of them. Wake up. No? Alright. I tried. Oh, a lot of gems today. Okay. Let's bring the cart down more. And yes, I am going to do this just because I want to. Who put the dirt there? What do you need walking around collecting all so I can put the track down? Okay. Looks like we have 1 day of mining left, according to our beams. I also might be off by a day. Whee! You need the sound effects. That's 3 carts so far. Okay. We seem to average on this mine 3 and about 2 buckets. 3 carts and 2 buckets a day. Alright. 154 iron, 1200 gold dust, 470 flake, 321 nuggets. Oh, I didn't need raspberries. I still don't need raspberries. How are we on iron? Good. And now we sleep. Did I drop any gold? I did not. Okay, so I'm a day off, so this is it. That is fine. Six hours for you. So I'm just gonna cook you guys now. Three hours, 5 hours. Okay. So I'm gonna go do this quest, see what the Reverend wants. Surprise! This is how you hunt. Why are you shooting? Didn't mean to do that. Oh, there is still one left. So, wolves, you shoot with a shotgun. And you can pretty much kill the entire pack in like 3 hits. Maybe 4. Deer, you can use a long range sling and just shoot them in the head. A lot less shooting. I didn't need berries. I just want the blueberries. Where can I get to your side? Nope, I screwed that up. Hitting out of like 2 to 3 shots. 2 out of 3 shots, right? There you go. There you are. Well, that was dumb. There you are. You didn't die. This bear was too tough. and this bear was too soft. Oh, you're back. Starting a new mine also involves setting up a new camp with a tent, crafting station, and other important objects. Prepare the necessary materials, grab your hammer, and get to work. The camp won't build itself. I have a hammer somewhere. There it is. I guess that's the mine. You want dynamite? I got dynamite. Detonate placed. Oh, there's a detonator. Who knew? Gotta build a starting line. Where do I build a tent? Clean the area. The area shall be so clean. Set up the camp equipment. Why do I need a safe? I would have put that over here. Return to the church and to speak with the Reverend. Sure. There you are. See, we shoot the one in the front so that the ones in the back don't know what they're doing. That makes sense, right? Blueberries? It is blueberries. I don't know how to get down. Sure. Slide on her butt. I think that's all of them. All right, let's go get our gold and iron. Go rob him first. Bang, bang, bang. Now I'm taking your stuff, and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't remember there being this many sticks lying around before. Did they change this? Like, there's seriously a lot of sticks lying around. Okay, I don't need you, or you, or you, or you. We're over here. Boop. 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 So nobody's paid today. So we're not getting any income from today. Okay, we're back here. I also think there's more blueberry bushes now. Could make sense, because it's the only berries that you use. Okay, yeah, those were not blueberries before. Unless they changed throughout, like, over time. Did you bring gold to trade? I sure did. Here's 31. We need to talk to Reverend. That mine's open. Took me ages to get it done. No wonder so few people are willing to do this kind of work. True wealth can only be achieved through hard work, hard and wisely planned work. Plenty of fools work themselves to death and gain nothing simply because they don't know how to approach it. Any dumbass can swing a pickaxe. That's true, but everyone has to start somewhere. I used to be one of those dumbasses swinging a pickaxe myself. I like swinging the pickaxe. You're running a hotel. You've taken over the only farm in the area, and now you're about to become the first mine owner in the region. Few have accomplished that much already. And speaking of that, I believe you could achieve even more, and in turn, provide your family with a decent life once they arrive here. You're talking about those workers, aren't you? Exactly. Now that the mine will be officially yours, you can expand the camp next to it and add another tent, set up benches around the fire, and make sure your workers have a proper place to work. It'll cost you a bit to start, but once they get to work, they'll earn you money while you focus on other ventures to boost your profits even further. I see, so they give me a passive income while I'm working at the hotel, the farm, or another mine, basically doubling my earnings. Exactly. Just remember that each of them is entitled to a regular wage without which they will stop working. I'm pretty sure they would just steal all the gold that they would, or a fair chunk of the gold that they mine, to be honest. They're idiots, but even people like them won't lower themselves so hard labor for free. Once you become the first local tycoon, officials from the capital will look on us more favorably. The region will gain prestige, you'll bring your family here, and other settlements will gain fame. It's a good plan, isn't it? So you're using me a bit for your own purposes, after all. But in the end, I still come out ahead. All this politics is actually quite interesting, even though I still don't really understand it. You don't have to. That's what I'm here for. Now, please bring me money for the buyout. If you ever need anything, you know where to find me. Yeah, let me see. Mountain mine. Buy. 1,500. Holy crap. And I can get 3 employees. To be able to hire workers for the mine, you first need to expand the camp with additional workstations and sleeping quarters. Workers will mine gold while you're away, providing you with extra money. However, you must remember to leave them money for wages, or they will stop working. That is why there's a safe there. I'm smart. What do you want? Oh, I need to go do that. Alright. It's nighttime, so we will sleep today. And then tomorrow, we shall pay everybody. I need planks, 33. I know I didn't need that recipe, but I think that's the last recipe. I think we own all the others now. Unless something else was popped up. What do I need? I need... that. Cloth. Boop, 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 boop. Okay, I gotta stop collecting sticks. Hey, Gumdrop, how you doing today? Alright. You're buying a lot of stuff there? It's cheap stuff that you use a lot of. Mostly it's dynamite and like lamp fuel, stuff to refine gold, that kind of stuff. I'm alright myself. Feeling better. Nope, that's not where we're stopping. I did a bit of a deep clean on in the kitchen on Monday and basically put myself into a yesterday. Pay. Collect all the stuff. Wow, you guys got me a lot. Feeling dizzy is not fun? No, it was very much, basically, I was completely out of touch on everything that was going on around me. Whoa, this is a big expansion. New side quest available. Go to the farm to ask the farmer for advice. Okay. Hire your first miner. Sure. Can I put money in here yet or no? Nope. Also, you were right. There is a bucket upgrade. I didn't basically when you, like the store that I was just in, that I bought everything in, um, there was a bucket on the shelf, and I thought it was just a replacement for like the bucket you have, but no, if you click on it, it's an upgrade. So now, like, the minecart takes 3 buckets instead of 16. So there's a whole lot less running back and forth between, like, the minecart and the filter. Some of your goats have started to grow quite old. Can we do something useful with them? An old goat may produce unhealthy milk, which is why I always kept young ones. But I think I know a good solution for this. Do you know, my dear boy, what a slaughterhouse is? Yes, I built one. Alright, give me 1 second. Yeah, so the bigger bucket, it's a lot less nauseating because it's just literally just like 3 trips. It is a building where the blood is drained from an old animal to let it die, and then its body is dressed there. My neighbor had such a place on his farm in those poor goats. Exactly. I never done it myself because I have too soft a heart when it comes to animals, but now that's basically your concern. If you want to build yourself some kind of shed on the edge of the farm, just make sure it can be locked so I do not have to see what goes on inside, and hire some kind of specialist for that kind of work, because it's necessary to waste a good goat. Alright, Hans, thank you for the advice. From what I've observed, the goats multiply fast enough that we won't have to worry about the size of the herd. Thanks to the solution, we'll be able to earn even more for further investment in the region. I already did it. I think that's it there, to be honest. No, that's not it. That's it there. Head back to the farm. Sausage and a good drink, the best cure. Why am I heading back to the farm? I mean, I have a butcher. There you go. That's done. So what are you up to today, Gumdrop? Ah. No, puppy, stop jumping in the water. See now, dogs. Right this section I am watching you, and right the second you're watching me and drinking some caffeine, then I will be playing Paleo Pints in a bit. What are you drinking? How's your game going? Sorry to bother you. Just let me see. Mountain Mine. Let's hire you. Why can't I hire you? What do you want? Head of the family quest. Talk to the Reverend about permanent residence. Good day, Father. How are you feeling? Oh, I am well, thank you for asking. What brings you here this time? I'm finally getting ready to do what I came here for. I want to bring my family over. My business is steady. I've mined a fair bit of gold, and Hans has agreed to let us all live on his, well, technically my farm. So you've done all your preparations. I don't remember asking Hans about moving to his farm, to be honest. Excellent. Unfortunately, as it was in your case, bringing anyone here from as far away as Eastern Europe will be expensive. Very expensive, in fact. You'll need to gather a few $1,000s from me to arrange everything, and to keep it safe from thieves, you'll have to deposit it at the bank. It's one thing to carry a few hundred, but quite another to hold enough money to change a person's life. I understand that. Well, back home, people would kill, even betray their whole country for a handful of coins. Then I'll start preparing the permanent residence papers from your family, the same kind you have now. I'll take some time. You can focus on saving up, and I'll handle the paperwork. Once you deposit the funds with the banker, he'll send them where they need to go, and the matter will be settled. And what if some middleman tries to cheat us? On my journey here, I was lucky to have a good friend watching my back. As it happens, I have a good friend who needs to travel to Europe on business, so I'll suggest an extra stop in your Poland, or at least in the place where your country had once existed. Okay. Are you sure he can be trusted? After all, it's a huge responsibility. Don't worry, the money will reach the right intermediates in a completely different way, and my friend will get his cut only if he brings your family here. He knows that if he cheats me, he'll personally greet my late mother. Well, if that's how you put it, I'll take the risk and trust you. After all this time, you haven't failed at either me or my uncle even once. Be right back. You got a delivery? Okay. Drinking strawberry, pineapple, and cherry syrup mixed with a Rockstar in a cup with ice. My game is going very well. I just got a slasher. Now I need to make it a helper to be able to write it. I did not mean to do that. Go to the farm to talk to the farmer about your family. We also need to pay our miner. Greetings, sir. Hello, young man. What brings you here? I've got a very important question for you, or rather a request, you could say. So, after telling the Reverend that I talked to the farmer about having my family move here, I'm now going to go ask the farmer if my family can move here. Good job, me. I know that when you sold me the rights to the farm, you gave me full freedom to run and develop it as I see fit, but I still want to discuss one idea with you. Speak freely, I trust your judgment. As I mentioned before, I'd like to bring my family here from Poland, and I've been thinking a lot about where we could all live. So here's my idea. What would you say if I built a second house on the farm where my mother, sister, and the rest of my family could stay? We all know farm work well, so there's no need for other outside workers hanging around, and you'd have some company once in a while. I was actually planning to suggest something like that myself. As you can see, I'm getting old, and even though I'd like to spend these last days peacefully, I'll need a bit of help. Your family could even move into my house with me, and when I'm gone, you can make it your own. I'll need someone to help me dress for walks, even go wash up. You'll be in good hands. My dear mother is a wonderful woman. She loves being needed, and she'll gladly help you however she can. Then it's settled. We'll live here together, and if it gets too cramped, I'll think about expanding the house. Thank you, sir. This really means a lot to me. Ben was like family to me, the family I've never managed to have. It'll be good to leave this world knowing I wasn't all alone in the end. You're back. What'd you get? I don't know where more people are going to sleep in here. Okay, so we need 5 grand to... Sure. That'll take 5 minutes to get. Park my sleigh somewhere. Onwards. Mush, puppies, mush. Any spray, Fabulous multi-cleaner, and Flamingo razor heads. Fun stuff then. How much do you cost? Oh, you already paid. A newly discovered mine located in mountains. Purchasing it will allow you to hire workers who will assist you. How do I get more? Why aren't you working? Oh, ant spray. Even more fun. No uncle spray? Start construction, camp for miners. Boop. Boop. I'm out of cloth. Can I get cloth over here? The sarcastic haha. Blueberries. Cloth. Dynamite. Oil. Blueberry juice. Now, how do I get back to the dogs? We follow the lights. So what does the slasher do for you? Okay, so you are set up. Should be able to get all 3 people now. I can. I'm not going to pay you to do that yet because that gets actually quite expensive and I won't be here for a while. Just go forward, puppies, not sideways. It makes the giant bushes in my way go away. I assume I never actually gotten his this far before in the game. Are the bushes like actually blocking? Like, is this a like map block, or is this just like a little hindrance? Still won't know who's walking around lighting all these lamps. And why am I not paying them? They block past new areas. Let's sleep, shall we? So are you looking forward to Subnautica 2 coming out? Bear, goat, deer stew, I need that. Wolf. And more blueberry juice. Never played the first one? Why not? Seems like something in be up your alley. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop. Oh, I should have hired the two guys before I went to bed. Whatever. I don't need to be in here. Deer, wolf. Yeah, we're out of blueberries. We're always out of blueberries. What am I out of on you? Did I just buy more blueberry juice? Here's two more. Alright. Go cook. More food. Mountain, higher, higher. Blueberries. 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 Like that. Cooking fire. Alright. Bear meat. Cook 10. Deer meat. Cook 34. Goat meat. Cook 108. Good God. Moose. I'll leave the moose. 26 wolf. Sure. And I got no fox. And now all that meat that I just cooked. Can make me $670. Plus 27 cheese. 866. And then the hunting trophies. 1,300. Go to the bank and deposit the money. My respects, sir. Welcome, son. Have you gathered enough money at last? Finally, yes, though it took far too long. If I deposit it right now, what will happen to the money afterwards? Reverend William and I will use it to pay for the official permits, grease a few important bombs and arrange safe transport. What you want to do is something that only very few manage. The USA is a country built, of course, by European immigrants, but times have changed. People are afraid of Italian mobsters, communists, spies, and other subversives. I can't blame them. Europe's a real hellhole. Anyone who can runs as far from it as possible. What do you plan to play when you finish all you can with this game? I want to get back into some Vintage Story. I was kind of demoralized from it when I lost my last playthrough because I was enjoying that playthrough. Exactly, but don't worry, we'll help you after all. We owe everything we have to your dear uncle. If it weren't for him, most of us would probably have died in the middle of nowhere. When you're ready, you can send off your boat. At this point, everything is already prepared. Thank you so much for your help. God bless you and bless America. Yeah. Very pro-American this game is. F's not ours to repair. What do you think of this game? Okay, so dynamite, more ammo. Send off your boat and bring your family here. Also, we can do Red Dead Redemption. So that's the story. Complete. So what part's the repetitive part? The mining? Why does this seem sketchy? What do you mean sketchy? So basically I have all these farms, or all these mines still to go, if I want to mine. What part of the game is sketchy to you? Can I reset you? Just have you turn around. I can. So let's go see how much one miner made me. Yes, the mining and two boats passing on the water just seems sketchy. Kinda did. But I don't know. I grew up on boats, so... Not really. What would you rather see, Red Dead Redemption or Vintage Story? I wish there was a game like Vintage Story that was on console. So you got me 1 emerald, 100 iron, 341 gold flake, and 293 gold dust for $5. Yeah, okay. You don't know what you choose, but I want your opinion. Let's do this for a second. To throw all of you and you. I'm going to take everything from here, and we're just going to sell it flat to see what we would get. Without any purifying or anything like that. You've been here long enough that I value your opinion. Wee. So I guess you never see your family arrive. I guess it would probably take like a year or two for them to get here. We still got 652 bucks. Out of those two, you'd probably pick Red Dead Redemption. Sure. Okay, so we spent $5, and out of that we get 24.15. $78, so basically $100. Sure. I wish I had $652. You don't say. Are we allowed to make those wishes? I wish I had $10 million so that I could help a lot of people. Oh, there is another one. Leather jacket crafting recipe. Sure, why not? So let's take a look here. Achievements. What's left? Eat 50 food items. I've eaten 25. That is the only thing that is left. Good God. And then I'm 100% in the game. There's no mining achievements in this game. There's no achievement for finishing a mine. There's like... You guys are paid up. Helping others is nice. You know, for another boat coming in, I don't see another boat here at all. I guess it was farther out that happened? That they crossed paths? Maybe it was going somewhere else. Oh. Went right by the place I was walking to. Pay you guys. Honestly, I can see the rest, like me playing the rest of this game just listening to audiobooks. Now that I don't have the story or anything like that. You're all paid up. I love how I'm paying gold miners $5 a day when they could honestly just rob me blind. I still don't know how to get over here. There's a road somewhere that is very not like this is the road. What a lovely road. One deer came back. Interesting. So what do you want the $652 for? What are you looking to buy? And two of you came back. I thought you guys only came back when I restarted the game. Or reloaded the game. There is a dog sled over here. Jeez. I need blueberries. So the blueberries don't respawn fast enough. Is there wolves back? There's wolves here. Boop! Boop! Yeah, what did you want the $652 for? I'm not gonna mine the second, but I want to see... Asleep, but I want to see the guy. It was dark when we saw him. Where's the rest of his body? Why is there two heads? So is this like a two-headed monster, or... Well, not monster. Is this a two-headed giant, or... There's also a bone over here that I can't see. Yeah. I don't have beams. I need to make some beams. That is over here. Help with vacation and just to have money, I emperor. Yes. I'm guessing your trip is going to get expensive with the gas prices going up. I need a pickaxe and not a shovel. And I need the drill. On the trip the trip has changed. We are no longer going to South Dakota. We decided to just fly her to us for reasons and maybe plan to go to the beach for a few days. How come the plan changed? I know you were looking forward to going to South Dakota. Right, on the wall. So this is a turn, not a fork. My mother's job won't tell her soon enough, so if she has the days off, so planning early was gonna be hard, and we didn't want to play last minute. Yeah, makes sense. Did I bring the cart down? I did bring the cart down. What did you think of the Lumberjack game that I was playing last week? Do you not like story-based games? Are we at the end? Return. Sometimes I need to be in the mood for them. Also, your mining is loud again. Sorry. Yeah, this machine's loud, I know. That's better. Yeah, most of the time, I'm not really somebody who likes story games too much. Like, I just want to do what I want to play a game how I want to play a game. Being told how to play the game is kind of annoying. You now need to go do this. Like, for this game, I did the story in sections. And then I just mined. I think this is the only one that you really got to use the drill for. So there's the end of the mine right there. Yeah, I prefer sandbox, yeah. Have you played Hytale at all? No, but I think I've heard of it. It came out earlier. Well, it came out years ago, but it's another like vintage story. It's a Minecraft mod that turned its own, like became its own game, and it's more about the adventure than the survival. I think when I go back into Vintage Story, I'm going to start, like, just basically teleport myself down to, like, 15,000 blocks down, south, and then start from there. Alright, let's go back to the loud machine quickly here. Why south? Because that's where the trees are, right? So, like, I always put off building too much until I have more of the trees, and then it's like, well, last time it's like we were hundreds of hours in before we got to the trees, and then basically I lost the save. So like, I like to build and the design part more of that game than anything else. I do love the survival aspect of it though too, so I don't want to cut that out. I mean, I guess the other option would be you just go north, and since I just want like the trees, it's basically get something like some gears, throw them in some lava, and basically pay for like going to create and just get myself some saplings early on. somebody suggested that to me a long time ago when I was looking for certain blocks to build with that are only in Create, but they don't have them in Survival, and they're just like, just throw some gear, like figure out how much it would cost, like from a merchant, and then you just throw the gears in lava and give yourself the blocks. And then you just say you bought them from that, like, from that merchant. I don't mind exploring for the stuff, it's just I want to build early on. So we can do Red Dead. I haven't played it. I'm looking forward to it. I own it now. And I don't know how long it's going to last. Like, I know it's very story-based, which I might get annoyed with, to be honest. Do you have Red One? I have 2. It went on sale. Never played the first one either. Not much of a Western person. That was weird. I had played some of Red Dead 2, but never finished the story. How come? Got bored, or... I mean, you're like me, you're very ADHD with games, and play a game for a few weeks and then into the next game. 1 second. Alright, I think we're just gonna sleep and then we will basically filter everything in the morning when we're done mining it all. Guys, there's not much left here. Not sure why. I still haven't finished Hogwarts Legacy either. Put that away. Let's fix you. And you. Let's blow something up for fun. Wow, I'm down to 20 dynamite. So how is the new part of the map for you? Haven't played yet, and I just got my slasher, so I need to get it to helper status first. How hard is that? And there we go. Let's see what we get out of all this. Sneaky rock. So yeah, it's I think like 2 3/4 buckets to fill this cart now, or empty the cart, I should say. There is a game that I think you would like, Gumdrop. It's very cheap too. It's called Librarian. Oh shoot, what is it called? Its main name is Librarian, and then there's a subtitle. 1 second, I'll look. Well, it's very repetitive. All you do is there's 3,000 books that have been based like it's a magic library, but there's like I think it's a fairy or an imp went through and threw 3,000 books on the floor, and you go around and you pick them up and you put them back on the shelf. It is very soothing. The music is nice. It is a very calming game. And just because I want to, I am going to do this. Could be fun. Honestly, I watched some random person play it, and I was like, this seems like a stupid idea for a game. And 10 minutes in, I bought it. So basically there's magic that you can unlock as you're going. You have to like complete 2 shelves and then which is 24 books. And then you can start unlocking. And there is one achievement for basically speed running, which is under 3 hours. I didn't unlock any of the magic, so it took me 20 hours. It is a very peaceful and relaxing game, I swear. If you just want to sit there and like mellow out or listen to an audiobook or music or whatever. I'll show you what it is once we're done here. We're almost done here. That's the end of that mine. $106 iron, 700 gold dust, 230 flakes, and 752 nuggets. Bum. The game is called Librarian, Tidy Up the Arcane Library. It's $6.11. Sale ends in 21 hours, 22 hours. And then it goes to $7. But yeah, there was a few, like, if I played it again, which I do want to play it again, to be honest, there's a lot of things that I learned that would make it very much easier, even without using magic. Bum, bum, bum. So, we have finished this map, or this mine. Make you red. We have finished this mine. Make you red. We have finished this mine. We have finished this mine. And we have finished this mine. I'm halfway through the mines. Be right back. Okay. I don't know what to do now. Actually, I'll be right back too. I'm back. What do I want to do? I don't know what I want to do now. I'm kind of finished with this. Like, I want to continue doing this when I'm listening to an audiobook. It's pretty much what I want. What are the other options? Apparently Red Dead Redemption is going to take like an hour and a half to download. Maybe not. It's already down to 50 minutes, 45 minutes. Alright, it's hovering around 45 minutes. So that's not an option. I don't know what I want to do then. I think that might be it then. Sorry. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for the day. Tomorrow we'd be back on with more Lumberjack Dynasty. And then next Tuesday, we are going to start with Red Dead Redemption 2. See how that goes. Thank you all so much for watching. It's been a pleasure. As I said, back on tomorrow. Thank you all for all the chats, the follows, and the support. It is very much appreciated.